Well, I feel like the title of this video is self-explanatory, so I'm gonna let you sit in silence for the next couple of minutes and really think about it, and then we'll reconvene at the end. I'm kidding. Hell, even Tiffany chewed. If you're unfamiliar with what this is referring to, I'll give you the rundown. There was a TikTok posted by NAEIL in July of 2023, and in this TikTok is SNSD performing MISTER on the Sketchbook live show in 2014. NAEIL captioned the video saying, quote, "I'm sorry, but this is hands down SNSD best performance. Like everybody was in a mood that day. Hell, even Tiffany chewed." The problem with this TikTok is that it's objectively funny, especially with the context of this song in particular. It is a vocally demanding song, and Tiffany certainly, there were performances where the vocal moments weren't always executed perfectly, and so with the Sketchbook performance in mind, it's inferable that the members were in such a bad mood that day that they actually channeled that anger into their performance, and it ended up being very excellent. SNSD best live performance in the eyes of NAEIL. The problem is what happens to all memes eventually. They escape their original confines, right? At a certain point, hell, even Tiffany chewed stopped being about that one MISTER stage and started being mentioned with anything even remotely related to Girls' Generation. The tipping point for me personally was literally a dance cover of Genie, completely different song, and the top comment was still, hell, even Tiffany chewed. At this point, it sometimes gets deployed acting as if Tiffany being a weak performer is just an established historical fact rather than a specific joke about a specific song. And that is where we sort of start to drift into revisionist history. Tiffany was never, quote, the member who can't perform. She was actually one of the group's most reliable live vocalists for years, a huge carrier of English lines, ad-libs, and especially emotional delivery in her vocals, right? She handled musical theater, Chicago, solo stages all on her own, tours. One difficult note in one song doesn't erase a decade of solid performances, right? That's what makes the original meme funny. It's about an off and on struggle that people who actually watched SNSD in real time remember. It's not funny if you strip away the context of it and turn it into her entire artistic identity. It's one thing to laugh at a specific and contextual moment in a person's long career, but it is another thing to circulate a phrase that is really working to reduce Tiffany to a consumable idea, where her value in the conversation is less about what she's done and more about what she's useful for. Sorry to be the friend that's too woke about this. Actually, I have no problem being woke. My point is, hell, even Tiffany chewed is funny when used in the right place. About that one performance. And the funniest part about all of this that nobody mentions is that Sketchbook's live show was notorious for pitch correcting live vocals after the fact. Nobody mentions that. But I guess like all good K-pop memes, it works best when we remember what it is actually referring to, right? The ubiquity of K-pop memes is a plague. Similar to Ning Ning is the Mangne, right? It reaches a level of ubiquity where it sort of consumes the artist in ways that I don't think are fair to them. Yeah, these are my thoughts. Funny in the right context, but we're getting a little crazy with it. Thank you for watching this. If you did, let me know what you think about this. What are your thoughts on hell, even Tiffany chewed? Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.